We've got some awesome student work today. Check out the screen. The assignment was to come up with an outline or a proposal for their first movie. And the story looks great. I want to show you how we can do one of the things that I ask you not to do when you're writing. How not to repeat the same words over and over again. Here's the beginning, their first paragraph, the exposition, where we meet the characters and learn the story. When the little girl was 4 years old, her mom passes away from cancer, but her mom kept it to herself and told no one. So she never kept anything for her daughter except one thing. A 13-year-old girl walked into her closet and finds her old favorite stuffed animal that she did everything with. It was a brown stuffed bear named Charlie. The first thing I've done is, notice this was is in purple. And this passes is in purple as well. It's easy for us to use verbs that are in different tenses, stuff that happened at different times, right? Was is past tense, meaning it has already happened. And passes is present tense, meaning it is happening now. Was and past would have been a better team. They're both past tense. Always make your verbs the same tense. If they're happening present tense, make them all present tense. If they're past tense, make them all past tense. But make sure they agree, otherwise you sound confused. Here's my edit. When the little girl was 4 years old, her mom passed away from cancer. But her mom, notice mom and mom is in green. Sometimes, repeating words, you can just get rid of them. And it still works. When the little girl was 4 years old, her mom passed away from cancer, but kept it to herself. I put a period here. She told no one and never kept anything for her daughter except one thing, a brown stuffed bear named Charlie that the little girl kept with her night and day. The reason I got rid of this so and she is because we already have a she right here. If you want to look for words that you may use over and over and over again, take a look up on the top right. See this search and document window? Click it. If I type in the word girl, watch what happens. See, I've got a couple of girls, and we want to see if we can go 4 sentences without using the same word twice to give us some sentence variety. What's missing from this introduction? What don't we know about the little girl? We don't know her name, do we? When Annie was 4 years old, her mom passed away from cancer, but kept it to herself. Yeah, that is really cool, but as I was editing the video, I realized we have a kept, and a kept, and a kept. So I did a little quick editing. This part, I totally got rid of. So we'd lose a kept. And instead of kept, had nothing to leave for her daughter except for one toy, a brown stuffed bear named Charlie that the little girl, instead of kept with her night and day, loved more than anything else in the world. Here's our next part, the rising action. She decides to take it to bed with her the night she found it. She woke up in the middle of the night because she heard a noise she has never heard before. We have some more verb problems. Decides is present tense. Found, over here, is past tense. Always make sure that your verbs match. I would make them all past tense. My edit would be Annie took it to bed. You know how we have a night here and we have a night here? The easiest way to get rid of a repeater is to get rid of it. And many times you don't need to say the same word twice. Here's my rewrite. Annie took it to bed but awoke in the middle of the night after hearing a scary sound from the other side of the room. So I got rid of she. We had 5 she's. I don't see any in mine. I just see her name, Annie. In many cases, the person's name is one word that I will let you repeat more often than not because it's hard to come up with pronouns for another person's name. But notice I got rid of both noises after hearing a scary sound from the other side of the room. And I got rid of both nights. Annie took it to bed. We don't need to say she took it to bed that night because most of us go to bed at night, right? But that's an easy way to get rid of some of those words we say over and over again. Find ways to cut them out, and we'll work on more tomorrow. Thanks, bye-bye.